Y'all listening to the smooth sounds of All Stop Sports here. How's everybody doing? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to touch on this whole situation between Floyd Mayweather, T.I., and Tiny. Now, I gotta first off start off this video by saying much respect, love, and admiration to T.I. I really support the brother. I appreciate everything he's done for us as black men, black people, trying to stand up to the people that are disrespecting us, throwing our race under the bus. I really appreciate that. So this is no bashing on T.I., none whatsoever. I'm going to start off with calling Tiny out. What do I think of Tiny? I think she's a groupie. Now, we all know what the groupies are like, especially all those of us that have had any type of athletic success, or not even going as far as athletic success, anything that you've been good at. If you was the star performer at your job, or if you're the nice dressed person at your job, usually the hoes just groupie around you. And that's what women do. You can't be mad at them for that. But when you're married, have 5+ children, and stay in a mansion and got a TV show that your husband gave you, all because of your husband, and then you want to go around and fucking grind on his arch enemy, it's just total disrespect. Not only for your husband, but for yourself. You got daughters that look up to you, and you post on Instagram talking about if your man ain't shit, but a guy that's worth 800 million asks you to dance, you take it. That's basically just saying, you can buy this pussy. That's basically what she told everybody. You can buy it, whether it's Floyd Mayweather or another Joe that has 800 million. And that's just terrible. She tried to have the excuse of, well, I was not trying to be rude. I just wanted to take the photo with everybody. And now the truth comes out. She over here grinding on this cat. They both look like two old folks in the club, if you ask me. It's just horrible to watch. Both of these people are 40 plus or almost close to their 40s, and they don't want to be family people. This is very bothersome to the black community. You shouldn't be looking up to somebody that's that age and they're not married. They're not respecting the fact that their obligations are now to be a father or a mother, or their obligations are to be a role model and to carry yourself different, not to act like a groupie. They're not 22, 23, 24. They're approaching 40 years old. Floyd is 40. And you want these guys to sit up here and look up to that? When I get to be 40, I don't want to be that. I want to be a father, a good member in the community, somebody that everybody can respect and look up to. That's what you're supposed to do and pay that forward. Floyd Mayweather ain't paying shit forward by acting this way. And now let's talk about him. Now inside the ring, I think Floyd Mayweather is a very, very talented fighter. Very gifted. I have nothing but great praise to give him when he's inside of that squared circle. But outside of the squared circle and Floyd Mayweather as a person, as a man, I have no respect for. Not only does he have the comments of Donald, actually saying he has nothing against Donald Sterling. Also, when he says that all lives matter, he went out of his way to say that. And then a week after the election, and you see everything that's going on, he's photoed with Donald Trump. Now, I'm not bringing into the election or politics into this too much, but it just rubs everybody the wrong way when you're seen like this. But you want to say racism exists when it directly affects you, Floyd. But what about when it affects me, or my brother, or my cousin, or my homie? It just don't matter after that? Because you ain't got no personal involvement? That's how it feels. So now you got this man bragging and patting himself on the back because he's sleeping with another man's wife. Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm a young man in this world. One of the rules that I was taught when I was young is you don't want to mess with a married woman. And I really believe that. I tell the kids younger than me, you got to respect what another man has. And the total disrespect that Floyd Mayweather has for T.I., or the disrespect that Tiny has for T.I. as well as herself, because I remind you, this man called her a bitch, and she didn't care about it. That probably got her panties moist, knowing that he'll talk to her however he wants, still got that 800 million, and she's still gonna be turned on because of that fact. It's just sad to see, man. It's sad to see. But the guys that have a real humble mentality, God-fearing, that people should look up to as role models, such as Andre Ward, they don't get the credit. They don't get the respect. They don't get the tabloids, the columns written about them. And it's horrible what we see and going on inside of society, out in society right now. You know, I really think it's unfortunate. And if I'm T.I., I gotta, you know, get away from my wife, man. You know, this has been going on for almost 2 years. You know, she's saying that she was at a party taking photos with Mariah Carey's Halloween party, but come to find out there's a video that's leaked by Floyd Mayweather of her grinding on this dude. Now, it don't take the oldest adult to know, man. What happened behind closed doors between them two, we don't need to get into details. We don't. And somebody, I was talking to somebody about this earlier, a female friend, and she was like, well, he cheated on her. Well, if she was still bitter about that, she shouldn't have forgave him. Two wrongs don't make a right. And it seems like it's a low blow when you try to go sleep with your husband or your spouse's arch enemy. You don't do that. And then post trying to defend yourself. But that's what's wrong with society. All the young girls are listening to this garbage ass music that are telling you to have a side dude, that are telling you to trick for money, that are telling you don't even worry about your morals. It's utter disrespect what we dealing with out here. And ignorant. It's ignorance. Straight ignorance. And when you got a guy that has so much money and he's 40 years old and he's acting like he's 20, it's ridiculous to witness. It's ridiculous, man. So, I mean, I really don't give a damn about Floyd Mayweather, the person. It's just he's exposing himself more and more to be insecure, posting about he's got $100 million check. We understand you're rich. Why you need to throw it in our face? I'm completely content with where I'm at. I've done a lot of good things for myself. I've gotten a lot of shit that I never thought I would be able to get out of. I've attained a lot of things that I never thought I would be able to attain through hard work, faith, and just continuing to grind. Now, as far as this whole situation with T.I., I don't know how he's going to explain this to his daughters when they get old enough and Google their mom's name and see her while she was married grinding on Floyd Mayweather. Come on, man. And for Floyd Mayweather to say, you know, he got girls that he's paying on the payroll that look better than Tiny. But the difference is they're not T.I.'s wife. I don't know what it is about these niggas that get turned on about trying to fuck with a chick that other niggas have already had. They homies or somebody else in the industry that they already know done had that. It gets their wheels turning. Some weird shit. I apologize. I usually try to keep the videos, you know, clean, PG, maybe PG-13 at the most. But you just can't find any way to defend or excuse these actions from Tiny or from Floyd Mayweather. Like I said, when you come to this channel, unless it's strictly boxing, you're not going to hear Floyd Mayweather getting that much praise from me. You're not. And I'm not going to do videos of hypothetical matchups of, you know, well, what if Mayweather was the fight? Nah, I'm not doing that shit, man. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not. Mayweather had a great career. We're going to end it at that. But as far as this whole post-Mayweather fighting shit and getting into it with T.I. in the club and your man almost having to get in trouble for that, and now he's seeing, you know, while he's trying to take care of some business, you over here grinding up on the guy that he don't like, that just told you he ain't got no respect for black people out here that are grinding. Come on, man. What kind of groupie shit is that? So Tiny can take her little groupie ass the fuck up out of here, and that's what she need to do. go back and try to find another nigga to take care of her, because that's what she used to doing anyway. T.I. already did it for her, and look what happens. She just tries to chase a nigga with more money. All stop sports.